Well, Brock, after a crazy, crazy weekend with Earl Thomas and a big win for the Seahawks, we got our chance to sit down with Coach Carroll. And the one thing that I'm always impressed with by him is just how simple he makes everything. While we want, and everyone in the media wants to complicate the Earl Thomas situation, well, can you do this and can you do that? Pete just simplifies it. Consequences. Just give him consequences.
That's it.
And it just simplifies. It's like, oh, yeah, I guess you could just, have consequences.
He just never airs his guys out either. He's just not going to until the day he's done coaching. We've sat in this room with him how many times, just waiting. Come on, man, you can't let Richard Sherman do that to you. You can't let him say that about your coaches. You can't let this player do. You can't let Marshawn do this or that. And Pete is not gonna ever bury anybody. You know, he knows, I think, the sacrifice so many of them have made, and he's going to look for the very best in everybody. And if it means some consequences that we won't always know behind the scenes, that's the way he's going to carry it.
Everything is simple. Just simply run the ball more than you have been. Just simply give the ball to Chris Carson. Just simply trust yourself and let him keep running the ball even when he looks a little bit tired. Just simply make consequences for Earl Thomas, and everything will work out. You're right. The other thing he says in the Earl piece that just jumps out to me is he wants what's best for Earl. And I think that is something that does make Pete unique. Maybe teams don't always act that way, but Pete goes out of his way to say those things. He wants what's best for Richard Sherman or Michael Bennett or Earl Thomas or Cam Chancellor. It really means something to him, and I think that's one of the reasons guys have played so well for him.
Well, and like he said, too, at the very beginning of it, as you referenced Cam Chancellor raising the 12th man flag and Pete saying, it's a good thing they didn't show me, because more than likely you'd have felt some of the tears and the emotion that was welling up in him. Yeah, it's more than just the game, because I think he knows when he brings that all together and these guys do love one another and he loves them, awfully good things have happened around here.
Just keep it simple, stupid. Works for Pete, that's for sure.